Hi, I'm Emma. I'm the author of Never Mind the Burdocks, which is a foraging series based in the British Isles. I thought I would do a little video just to show you what I'd picked earlier. I've come back to my garden where it's a little bit more sheltered because it's super windy, and I've picked out 5 things. So, starting off with this. This is wild garlic. This is Allium ursinum, also known as Ramson's. This makes such a good pesto. Right now it is going over in a lot of places, and when I say going over, it's where it goes yellow and it turns quite fibrous inside. But there's still some patches where it's a little bit more shady, and this is perfect for pesto. If you're doing like a focaccia, you can chop it out, mix it in, and then bake it. And these are the unripe seeds, which are perfect little garlic bursts. These are so tasty. You can eat them as they are. You can put them in salads, you can cook them in pasta, you name it. Anything garlicky, use this, it's fab. Next thing, so ash keys. Right now they're perfect because the seeds haven't started to ripen up and go hard inside them. So these are the cases. What you do with these, the best thing to do is to do a pickle. So if you're having like cheese and crackers, this pickled ash keys are so tasty. If you do want to use these, you have to boil them in water for about 5-10 minutes and then repeat the process. Then pop them into a sterilised jar, do a hot pickling liquor, and then pour that on top of it, and the longer you leave it the better it gets. So leave it for at least a month or 2 if you can. It's delicious. The obligatory elderflower. If you haven't tried elderflower, I would suggest doing a cordial first. This is super simple. I think the first time I made it I was about 13 or 14, and leaving something overnight to steep just seemed like the longest wait ever. What you do is get lemons, get elderflower heads. If you use 2 lemons, anything from 12 to 20 elderflower heads. Chop up the lemons, don't bother taking the pith out at all, and then popping the flowers and lemons into a bowl. Do a hot sugar syrup, about 50-50. Pour that onto the elderflowers and the lemons. If you have citric acid added at this point, you only need about 2 teaspoons for this, but it's not essential, just make it last a little bit longer. Leave it overnight to steep and you have your cordial. Once you've done that, you can use it in so many recipes. Mum makes the most amazing wild strawberry and strawberry kind of semi-Freddo meringue thing. It's fantastic, and she steeps the strawberries in the elderflower cordial and it's so tasty. Another thing you can do is do a Turkish delight, but using the cordial instead of roses, and that's amazing. So many uses, and of course fritters, so dipping it into a tempura batter, frying it, snipping off the stems, and then flipping it over and serving it with a dusting of icing sugar, maple syrup, honey, whatever you fancy. Right, 2 more things. We've got honeysuckle is starting to come out, and you may well smell it before you spot it because it tends to be tangled into hedgerows. Never eat the berries, but the flowers though, the fragrance, if you can capture it, is fantastic. So I think my favourite recipe I've ever done is a honeysuckle wine or liqueur, and it was like drinking summer hedgerows. It was beautiful. And then finally, roses. So this is my garden rose, but you can use any scented rose, and one of the best wild ones you can find around is the Romana's rose, which is Rosa rugosa. This likes to grow by the coast, and something very simple you can do is a preserve where you use the petals, the lemons and sugar, blitz it all up in a food processor, and the fragrance and the colour is phenomenal. So you pop it in a fridge and you can keep using it for at least a year, and the flavour and the colour does not change at all. I've done a vegan sponge cake before and used it to cover the top, and it looks stunning and tasted fab. So there's a few ideas from what you can forage at the moment. If you have any questions, always feel free to message me. I'm on Facebook and I'm also on Instagram, so Emma the Forager or Never Mind the Burdocks. And enjoy. I hope you're all safe and keeping well and healthy and not missing friends and family too much during lockdown. Thank you, bye.